Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Tom here at Grumpy Old Guy. Please remember to subscribe, like this video, share it with your friends, comment down below, request any videos you want me to do, hit that notification bell, check out Fan Vote Friday. You get to vote on the following Friday's video, and today is Friday, and we have the winner of last week's poll, and it is Molly Hatchet, Flirtin With Disaster. They were great. They were very underrated. You don't hear their name mentioned a whole lot with some of the great bands of the 70s, early 80s and stuff, but they were really, really fabulous. I love this song, and like I said, they were good. They are an American rock band formed by guitarist Dave Holbrook in Jacksonville, Florida. In 1971, they experienced popularity and commercial success during the late 70s and early 80s among Southern rock and hard rock communities and listeners. As of 2020, all of the original members have died, unfortunately, and they're all getting older, so am I, and figure those guys back in the 60s, 70s were 20 years old. They're all in their 80s, late 70s now, so yeah. But Flirtin With Disaster, a great song by a great group. That's some good old rock and roll, man. Molly Hatchet, winner of last week's Fan Vote Friday. But they're super. That was great. Guitar players, just everything about it. Good old memories. So check on next week's poll. You can vote on it. So now it's time for
Tom's Worthless Facts.
These are all facts about the movie, The Poseidon Adventures. Oh, that was a good one. It was based on Queen Mary's events. Queen Mary was out at sea during World War II, I believe, and got hit by a wave and listed like 51 degrees and almost turned over. And also something happened when it was docked. But yeah, they took that. Also, they wanted Burt Lancaster or George C. Scott. They turned down the role as Reverend Scott. Also, Sally Kellerman they wanted as Linda, the prostitute who was married to the policeman Rogo, but she turned it down. Also, Shelley Winters gained 35 pounds and trained with a swim coach. I guess they wanted her to gain weight to portray that older lady, and she had to swim underwater in that one scene, and she did a swim coach. Also, Gene Hackman did all his stunts. A lot of they did because the budget was small. They did their own stunts, except one. They would not let Gene Hackman fall from that thing he was holding at the end into the fiery water. Also, Red Buttons and Carol Lindley. They couldn't stand each other. She was Nina, and he was, oh geez, what was his name? I can't even think of it. But they hated each other, but they did get do their scenes okay. Jack Alberts also couldn't stand Shelley Winters. They were husband and wife on there, but he said the best part of the movie was when she died. He didn't have to deal with her anymore. Also, Shelley Winters was only 51 years old, and Ernest Borgnine was 54. He was actually 3 years older than her, and in the movie they portrayed Shelley as much, much older than him. Also, some scenes were filmed on the Queen Mary, and there were actually 5 Academy Award winners in the cast. This was before the movie. They won their Academy Awards. Red Buttons, Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine, I think Shelley Winters, and I think there was one more. I can't remember who it was. Jack Alberts. So yeah, great movie if you've never seen it. It's long, but it's good. So that's it for today. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Check out next week's, see what I got. Also, have a great, safe Labor Day this Monday coming up. And I'll eat lots of good hamburgers and junk food. So, as my father always said, hang in there tough. Be Major League. We'll see you.